Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Justin Betty. COVID-19 case numbers are back on the rise across much of the country. In Wisconsin, the number of new cases each day has almost quadrupled over the last month, though they are still well below where they were last winter and even much of the spring. Newswatch 12's Megan Mamlock joins us now live in studio to tell us if this recent trend will make any difference for students as they prepare to return to the classroom this fall. Megan.
Thanks, Justin. This week, the American Association of Pediatrics put out new guidance recommending universal masking for everyone in school over the age of 2, regardless of vaccination status. But that's just a recommendation. I spoke with one local superintendent to see where they stand. Last year, the Merrill School District required all students to wear masks at school, but Superintendent John Sample says this year they plan on changing that.
Going into the school year, the board made face coverings optional, and that was just prior to the start of school. And so that's our current status right now. We will provide the Board of Education here in Merrill with recommendations from the Lincoln County Health Department as we get closer to the opening of school.
However, local pediatricians say most schools do have other safety measures in place.
I think it's also important to remember that most of these schools had a lot of different measures in place. And if you read both the guidelines, it's not just masks. It's still the physical distancing, the contact tracing. If you are exposed to COVID, it is still recommended that you stay home and not be around others.
And say things could change during the school year.
There's always kind of this winter, when you get lots of people together, you're going to have more germs, and it's just going to happen. We don't know how bad the Delta variant is going to be in the area, but they are talking about more peaks when there isn't a lot of vaccine coverage.
Medical professionals explain the difference between the American Association of Pediatrics and the CDC guidelines.
The CDC guideline says if you're vaccinated, it's probably okay to go back without a mask. The AAP says, most of our population is not vaccinated just because they're not eligible for it. And logistically, it's really hard to be confirming everyone's vaccine status. They go on to say from an efficiency and safety standpoint, it would make sense to have everyone wear a mask. Different schools have different rules at Rhinelander. Masks are recommended but not required, and only time will tell if masks will be required when students go back to school. Justin.
Thank you, Megan. Governor Evers and Wisconsin DHS leaders are encouraging everyone to get a vaccine before going back to school this fall. That includes children age 12 and up, those who are eligible, as well as anyone looking to attend in-person classes at a college or university. Evers says, quote, getting vaccinated now means we can help make sure our students are back in the classroom and won't have to miss out on in-person classes or extracurricular activities, end quote. According to the latest CDC and DHS guidance, people who are fully vaccinated do not need to quarantine, even if they have close contact with someone with COVID-19. Outside, Andrew, kind of a cloudy day today.
That's right, Justin. A big gray all around. There have been some sprinkles and some thunderstorms, but most of that activity has been off to our west today and into Minnesota. There has been some that's been creeping into Wisconsin now this afternoon, but most of that is staying in the Eau Claire area. There will be the opportunity for some thunderstorms later on this evening, those being scattered and staying not severe, though there could be some heavy rainfalls and really breezy winds in any thunderstorms coming this afternoon. Right now, current wind speed's pretty mild right now, seeing a southeast flow coming in at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's not going to get any more extreme tonight unless you are in any of those thunderstorms. Looking at those current temperatures right now, pretty close to those daytime highs in those upper 70s, low 80s. And this was a muggy upper 70, low 80 kind of day today. So definitely feeling that heat. Now coming on up for the rest of the night, we'll be having those low temperatures dipping on down to those middle 60s, staying humid into tomorrow. And then we'll be having highs in the 80s, some of us feeling like the 90s. Justin?
Thank you, Andrew. The blue-collar worker shortage was a problem even before the pandemic. Right now, trouble with finding skilled labor is forcing businesses to hand out large sign-on bonuses, higher than usual wages, and flexible hours. Gene Ziegler of Frazier's Plumbing and Heating in Rhinelander says they're trying to spark interest among potential job seekers by creating a new outreach program.
We are starting something called Explore the Trades. And what we're doing is we've reached out to area high schools. We're starting with Rhinelander. And August 3rd, we're actually having a get-together of students and families where they can bring their parents and we can talk about exploring the trades.
Ziegler says plumbing takes a lot of skill, and becoming a master plumber takes at least 7 years of training.
Well, I say it takes more years to become a master plumber than it does to get your master's degree, as an example. And it's a lot of skill.
If you or someone you know might be interested in exploring the trades program, you can contact Fraser's Plumbing and Heating for more information. Unemployment benefit applications jumped unexpectedly last week. First-time filings hit 419,000, almost 70,000 more than the 350,000 economists were expecting. The U.S. had hit a pandemic-era low for these unemployment benefits the week before. Most signs do point to a strengthening economy right now. The total number of people on some form of unemployment assistance remains historically very high at about 12.5 million nationwide. The city of Wausau is hosting their first annual Goatapalooza event right now at Barker Stewart Park. That event is showcasing the new addition of goats to the island. They're working to help remove invasive species. They say they hope that today's event will help educate the public on the invasive species that are on the island.
What the purpose of the goats that we brought here for, and then also to learn about some of the species. We have a scavenger hunt that we have set up with the different invasive species, and they can go find them, so they can really educate themselves on those as well.
The event also featured goat yoga, goat cheese sampling, and an opportunity for the community to interact with these animals.
Really want them to just have fun as well, and really just thrive on the goat theme that we have going on this summer here at Barker Stewart Island.
The department says they hope to have this event again in the future. However, of course, it depends on whether the goats will be coming back or needed back next year. Portage County's Guns and Hoses event will bring together Portage County law enforcement and police officials to host a cookout for veterans. It's scheduled for August 7th from 11 till 2. For $5, you get a brat or burger, chips, and soda or water. You can swing by Fiffner Park by the band shell in Stevens Point to get your food. All proceeds go to the Portage County Allied Veteran Council Relief Fund. Guns and Hoses. Though the sky is a bit cloudy today, temperatures are pretty warm. Andrew's in with your full forecast, including what we can expect for the weekend after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
This is your last chance to score Black Friday deals in July at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Find doorbusters at Black Friday discounts up to 60% off. Plus no interest for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Black Friday in July must end Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
You are failing us, Senator Johnson. Protecting our democracy has never been partisan, and yet you refused to investigate the deadly attack on our Capitol. Access to the polls matters to all Americans, and yet you blocked voter protections that have the support of Democrats, Republicans, and independents. You are more committed to the lie,
by and large, it was all peaceful protests,
and rigging the system to retain power than you are to protecting Wisconsinites. The challenges facing our democracy aren't partisan. It's time Senator Johnson puts country over party.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopko Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopko Optical. You'll see. Right now, get 50% off frames with any lens purchase.
Black Friday in July must end Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to half off appliance doorbuster deals like these. Plus no interest for 12 months. Black Friday and July deals must end Tuesday. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Welcome back and happy Thursday afternoon. We've made it to the evening of a pretty gray day all around and humid. We hardly saw any sun today. A couple pockets tried to creep on through. Pretty thick cloud coverage today, but overall it was more of a gray day all around. And a few sprinkles too. Those have been tracking mostly towards western Wisconsin this afternoon. And there's been some thunderstorm activity as well. Seeing that right now over the Eau Claire area, tracking towards our region, but I think it'll be a tough go to see many thunderstorms in north central Wisconsin tonight. Those will be pretty scattered and trending not severe. So like I said too, it's been kind of a gray day all around too, and it's been muggy. We've had those high temperatures today, those upper 70s, low to mid 80s, those warmer temperatures holding off towards western Wisconsin and feeling pretty humid today too. Tomorrow we are going to ramp up those temperatures to more of those mid 80s all around, and we'll maintain that humidity, so it's going to feel pretty hot out there. So looking at that muggy meter coming on up for the next couple of days. So today we had those highs in the 70s and we were feeling kind of in that humid to muggy region. But now looking at Friday, we're going to be getting into more of that very humid category and with increased temperatures. So right now, no heat advisories are going to be are issued, but that can't be ruled out for tomorrow. So definitely we're talking about air conditioning weather and maybe indoor activities. So looking at the next 12 hours here, we're holding on to those 70s for quite some time until we get to the 60s, bottoming out in those 60s overnight. And you'll notice we are keeping cloud coverage overnight. There could be a few scattered thunderstorms that find their way into the overnight period, but I think those will be, like I said, pretty far, few and in between. Getting into Friday morning, we'll be up in those 60s and reaching for a high of 83 here in Rhinelander, and then 80s will be common for the remainder of the forecast period. And while this is a pretty seasonable temperature trend, the next couple days that we saw are going to be pretty humid, so these heat values are going to be up in the 90s for some areas. And then the rest of the weekend feeling a little more decent. Those humidity levels will drop after Saturday, but then we're still maintaining those 80s, but feeling a lot better. So here we go, looking at your Friday. We are going to be starting the day mostly dry, having increasing cloud coverage into the afternoon. And there are going to be a few scattered thunderstorms, but the best shot of activity will be overnight into early Saturday. Seeing the most severe thunderstorm potential sticking towards the UP, a little bit creeping into northern Wisconsin. And then that's going to be at 6:30 in the morning, tracking mostly towards the Fox Valley area. So then the rest of Saturday should turn out to be a pretty nice day overall. We're lowering that humidity and still maintaining those temperatures in the 80s. So if you can wait till the afternoon, it will be a good time to get outside. And we'll follow that up with Sunday with a pretty nice day all around. So we do have to get through a couple rounds of thunderstorms. Here we go, looking on our Friday. We will have that potential developing in the afternoon for some scattered thunderstorms. These will be bringing in some small hail and some downpours for some areas, but it will be kind of a really different experience for many for the next couple of days as far as rainfall goes. So seeing some areas getting struggling to even hit 1/10 of an inch of rain, while others are going to be peaking in over an inch of rain coming in the next couple of days. So those will be isolated downpours, and you'll notice most of that is going to be tracking towards northeastern Wisconsin, while western parts of the state struggle to get that 1/10 of an inch. So what we have going on overnight tonight in summary is going to be some thunderstorm chances early, and then we're going to be transitioning to mostly cloudy skies for the rest of the night. Low temperatures down in those low 60s, and we'll have a southeast breeze continuing to flow at about 5 miles per hour. And then we get into Friday, we'll be continuing on with the south breeze at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Starting off the day dry with mostly cloudy skies, waiting until the afternoon to especially overnight to be having a go of thunderstorms. And now for a look at your 7-day forecast brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress is going to show after thunderstorm potential on Friday night especially. We'll be following that up with thunderstorm chances in Saturday, but by the afternoon period, we should be drying on out and actually have a pretty pleasant rest of the weekend, following that up with a nice day on Monday. Justin?
Thank you, Andrew. The Alzheimer's Association Wisconsin chapter is resuming in-person support groups in Rhinelander following all state and public health guidelines. The support group meets on the third Thursday of each month at the ADRC Oneida County building in Rhinelander. The next meeting is scheduled for August 19th. Registration is encouraged. Support group attendees who are not fully vaccinated are required to wear masks, which just goes along with the local and state federal health guidelines. For more information, you can reach out to them. Representative Barbara Dietrich introduced a bill this week that would allow certain victims of sexual assault to petition for a lifetime restraining order against their abuser, even if that abuser is no longer on probation. Currently, Wisconsin allows restraining orders for 2 years for minors, 4 years for adult survivors of sexual assault. That's not long enough in many cases, says Dietrich.
The trauma victims experience most often remains with them an entire lifetime. And as the battle against human trafficking is a bipartisan issue with bipartisan support, this simple but critical legislation just makes sense.
This is based off a law called Kaylee's Law, which just passed in Arizona. It's named for a woman who discovered her childhood abuser would be relieved of his lifetime probation. And when she asked what protections would still be in place for her, she found that no state in the country allows for any real legal protection after a convicted sexual abuser is taken off probation.
And this bill that has now become a law provides victims and survivors of sexual abuse and domestic abuse the continued protection that they deserve. No victim should ever have to reface their abuser to fight for the protection that they rightfully deserve. And now in the state of Arizona, they no longer have to.
So if passed here, Wisconsin would be just the second state in the country to provide this lifetime restraining order option for victims of sexual assault. It passed in Arizona with fairly bipartisan support. Dietrich expects and hopes that to be the case here as well. Starting in 2019, the Governor's Health Equity Council started examining differences in health care outcomes among different Wisconsinites, and they are looking for solutions to solve those issues. They're now starting what they call their create phase, where problems that they already identified in maternal health, women's health, rural-urban divide, and other inequalities should start to see some solutions. Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes highlighted the funding for this that comes in the state budget, saying that he'd like even more.
And as many people know, the governor did sign the budget 2 weeks ago, as was mentioned. And while we are proud of the document that the governor signed into law, we still know that we are missing many health equity priorities.
Funding to address social issues like housing or transportation problems with health was one provision that was removed from Governor Evers' original budget that Barnes says would have helped. This create phase of their work should take, they say, at least 8 months. The opening ceremonies for the 2020, they still call it that, Tokyo Olympics are now just hours away, but there's anticipation building across the world, and some U.S. Olympians are already in action. We'll have the latest from Tokyo after the break.
Woodland Creek Furniture in Minocqua has over $3 million worth of furniture in stock and ready for speedy delivery. Find an incredible selection of furnishings ranging from traditional to transitional, cottage to casual. Shop Woodland Creek Furniture in Minocqua.
You have found your soulmate. Now it's time to find the perfect ring. At Golden Carrot Jewelers, you can choose from an extensive selection of engagement and wedding rings. Fresh designs reflecting the most current trends, from organic, art deco, and vintage design to timeless classics in white, yellow, and rose gold. See the new romance collection, Lyria and Lumiere bridal collections, and new styles from Gabriel, New York, Eskashi, and more. Engagements begin here. Will yours? Golden Carrot Jewelers, downtown Minocqua.
If you find yourself needing a new dentist, come to their cozy cabin in the woods. This dental crew will be just like your family. So make your way to see the painless bunch, the painless bunch. Call today to see the painless bunch.
Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Let us help make your home your own with furniture and mattresses you love. Home furnishings from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and more. The area's largest selection of quality Amish-built furniture with many styles and custom options. Find top brand mattresses in stock, including Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Need furniture now? We sell our floor models with new arrivals weekly. Stop in our 2 locations in Eagle River with exceptional selection, service, and savings. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath, with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. With over 30 years of experience together, Sarah and Danny have overseen 500+ projects. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Woodland Creek Furniture in Minocqua has over $3 million worth of furniture in stock and ready for speedy delivery. Find an incredible selection of furnishings ranging from traditional to transitional, cottage to casual. Shop Woodland Creek Furniture in Minocqua.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
The Olympics are finally here, still named the 2020 Tokyo Games. Some sports already underway. The opening ceremony is officially set for tomorrow evening. Remember, though, it already is Friday in Japan. Liz McLaughlin is live in Tokyo with the latest.
Team USA is already in the swing of Olympic competition.
An accurate ball too.
Openers underway ahead of the official start of the Tokyo Games. Friday's opening ceremony set to be a show for empty chairs. Something women's basketball star and U.S. flag bearer Sue Bird is taking in stride.
The fact that we just get to lead everybody into the stadium, hopefully we have some fun with it, and it's going to be a memory for a lifetime.
With NBC airing this ceremony in 4K for the first time. This is the Broadcast Operations Center, where video feeds in from all of the Olympic venues and then is fed to the U.S. All in all, NBC will have more than 7,000 hours of coverage. Broadcasting that will include athletes' families sharing the Olympic experience remotely.
They'll be in a big room together cheering for their kids, and we will have cameras there to show that.
Athletes now preparing for competition under pandemic protocols as coronavirus cases grow among Olympic visitors, including American beach volleyball player Taylor Crabb.
It's COVID, so I guess you never know, but I feel safe here in the village.
Where 11,000 athletes are hoping a positive test won't sideline their Olympic dreams.
This is your last chance to score Black Friday deals in July at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Find doorbusters at Black Friday discounts up to 60% off. Plus no interest for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Black Friday in July must end Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
At Traders, we love summer, and it shows. Find a beautiful dress for that warm weather event. Shorts and tops in the latest trends. Keen sandals and Lake Girl. And get the perfect gift for that summer wedding.
You'll always find something new to love at Traders in Anago.
Straight from the source, Lake Nokomis Cranberries in Eagle River features award-winning cranberry wines. Visit the gift shop for a wine tasting and browse the large assortment of cranberry-themed products. Marsh tours are offered summer through fall. Visit the website for details.
Feel the freedom of the open road this summer. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg has your keys to adventure. We're giving away the keys to a hot new Ford Ranger Lariat in July, along with buckets of cash, a tailgate package, a camping package, and a patio package. Summer doesn't get any better. Grab your bestie and play your favorite game. While you play and have fun, earn entries all month long. Get entered today, because on Saturday, July 31st, we'll hand out the keys to the new Ford Ranger and lots of cash and prizes. Find your keys to adventure at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
When searching for your next truck, you want your truck to last. Get the job done right with a Lenz truck. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com.
Lenz Truck, Lenz Truck. We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
We got the trucks.
Have all the summer projects got you feeling like you are juggling more than you want? Maher Water Corporation can help you take one ball out of the mix. Just like taking a break to watch our athletes compete in Japan, this summer you can take a break and let us treat your water. So while you are rooting on the U.S., enjoy your American-made water. And to all the athletes representing our country, bring home the gold.
Black Friday in July must end Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to half off appliance doorbuster deals like these. Plus no interest for 12 months. Black Friday and July deals must end Tuesday. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
All right, Andrew, so you're following a few different things in the Weather Center.
That's right. We have warmer temperatures coming tomorrow. It'll be more humid, and there's going to be thunderstorm potential to take us into the first half of the weekend. So to start off looking outside now at those current temperatures, we're in those upper 70s, low 80s, and this has been felt with some humidity today, so it's been feeling pretty warm. Tomorrow, though, we'll ramp up those temperatures a little bit more, reaching for more of those low to mid 80s during the day, and still maintaining that humidity, so it's going to feel like a hot one out there, some of us feeling like the 90s. Now for a final look at your forecast after we have some thunderstorm potential on Friday, Justin. We're going to follow it up with some thunderstorm chances early on Saturday, but most of the day should stay dry and a good afternoon spent for outdoor activity.
It's a very summer-like weather pattern, hot, those afternoon thunderstorm chances.
And it'll stay hot. We'll have those 80s all throughout the rest of the forecast period.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. Mr. Food, and then Wheel of Fortune's next. Have a good night.